I like it. Tastes good.
I'm Lan Tian Chu, and I made this video with 5 swimmers who I've coached over the years, who I wish I could still have in the pool with me and point out. Look at Aaron Stott swim the breaststroke. Watch Aaron Steele's fly. Look at Willie's I am strokes. See how Nick finishes every race. Look at May dolphin underwater and see how far she gets.
I remember taking classes in this pool. I don't know how old I was, but it's kind of second nature to me being in water. I like pretty much every sport that there is in water. So
in 4th grade, that's when I started swimming competitively. I swam every day. I had my first meet and I got my first ribbon. I might still have it in my room actually. I was pretty excited.
A long time ago, my parents put me in lessons when I was 2, and I think I had my first spook splash when I was 4. I got 4th place, I remember that. I always tried to set high goals, and that was kind of the main thing that pushed me through. I never really set my goals off other people. I never really set them to win. Just kind of always set them high for myself.
I swam a little bit when I was little, then I quit for a few years. And basically started again around junior high. Year-round swimming I did in high school. Everything about it was great. I look back on it and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I remember being kind of bummed in the beginning because it meant that I had to swim with the older kids and I didn't really want to do that. It was kind of a pain and I missed all my friends. But that I ended up going to all these far off swim meets that were the best. I think that it dawned on me that it was worth it and that this was going to be something way bigger than I could even imagine. So
there's a lot of pressure, but with pressure, comes reward. You close the deal and you finish the race.
Nick swam all his life, but when he showed up for high school and I watched him swim, he really needed some stroke work. But then when he saw how fast he could swim because other people were beating him, he agreed to change. And he changed his entire stroke over the summer. When he came back, he was such a better swimmer.
I've also anchored relays that lost by 1/100th. Devastating. It happens. You gotta have the big goal in mind. For mine, it was zones and then state. I always wanted to be a little bit better, but then I did like that I had fun too. I think I found the nice middle ground between swimming and being social with the sport. And
I had all these expectations of myself for people watching and for the little kids watching, that if I didn't swim fast enough and didn't do it right, then it would be a bummer.
It's cool to know that you have a talent, but it takes a lot of work to get there. It's not just something that comes to you, like you have to work to get it.
You listen to coaches. They know what's right.
I don't know, when I was younger, I didn't put as much as I should have into practices, I don't think. Competition's a big motivator, like high school at least, like to be looking up at the faster guys, wanting to be that fast, knowing that other people are trying to beat me. The goal is to get to the other side.
If someone's there to push you, you might as well use them.
I think what motivated me the most is that I really love the team. I had to keep doing what I was doing, swimming-wise, to stick with the team part of it, so that was my motivation.
I think working out with the team really helps kids of your equal skill level, and that helps a lot to see other people working hard, makes you want to work hard. Having other people in the pool pushing you helps for sure.
What would you say is your favorite race?
The fly, the 100 fly.
100 fly.
Yeah. In practice I encourage doing one-arm fly if you get tired and not ever emphasizing bad technique in the fly. But if they just stop and they take their time and they make their fly look nice, they're going to swim faster. When you're fresh on your first lengths, it's easy to think you can go 4 or 5 strokes without taking a breath, but just go ahead and relax there because it'll make up for it in the back end of the race.
If I had to pick a favorite race, 100 or 200 butterfly. Not many people can do it, and it's kind of an intense race that requires a lot of training. It's kind of elite. If you lose your rhythm, your butterfly kind of just breaks down. I used to not be able to swim fly until about 8th grade. You gotta keep a solid rhythm and a quick tempo. You gotta keep those both.
Nitric acid and fuel. When the motor catches, of course we can't see the rocket.
Always moving forward, get distracted by moving up and down.
When I watch Aaron, Nick, Willie, and May swim fly, I see long, relaxed strokes, soft hand entries, breathing low and in the rhythm of the stroke, 2-beat kick, chest press, and hip release, swimming slightly under and over the water, and easy speed.
Backstroke, I just think about staying as long and tall as I can, get stroke count down, and really use the walls. You know, if you can get, especially on backstroke, walls can be big.
When I watch this backstroke, I see long strokes, low head position, strong steady kick, hip rotation, body roll, head still, hips high, long underwaters with dolphin kick off walls, and a horizontal breakout.
Tempo is important. Also, stroke is really important.
Water up your nose.
I think your dolphin kicks, you gotta have really good abs and keep your head still.
Breaststroke is unique because you spend a lot of time underwater, I guess.
When I watch their breaststroke, I see their perfect timing. Kicking into a streamline, head down, eyes looking down, quick arm pulls, high elbows, tight streamline, great power pull off the wall.
And then strong power pulls and keeping my head down during my power pulls. And quick turns. Quick turns is key. I think about keeping my elbows higher and getting a fuller stroke, and then finishing my kick all the way is the most important thing. And really bringing my hands towards my hips when I come up, and then really pushing my hands forward as much as possible and streamlining. Pull out. freestyle, same things, keep my elbow high and drive through the hips, and I try and think about keeping my kick continuous. A lot of people have trouble keeping their kick going, especially because I don't do a lot of sprint freestyle. I do like the 500 if I ever swim it, and so keeping my kick going is pretty important.
Freestyle, I like to really find a nice smooth tempo and keep going with that and pick up the tempo of the last 100 and then really pick it up the last 50.
When I watch freestyle, I see core body propulsion. I see snapping from the hips, I see sliding through the water, long strokes, quick breathing, and a whole body coordinated rhythm, kicking into their hands. It just looks so easy.
And it's full out sprint.
Freestyle.
Fast.
Remember that the walls are where everyone else is going to rest, and that's when you have to pull ahead.
I think it's just really important to focus on what you're doing, and that the turns, as many times as they tell you that they're the really important things, they're right.
Turns just as quick as possible and getting your feet on the wall and getting them off as fast as you can. Streamlining, keeping everything tight all the way through your core.
On turns, I usually at least go 3 before I breathe. That really helps.
The more turns that you can do, the better. And to not rest on the walls. That's not where you rest at the end.
Jab your brother, call your mother. That's the trick with the flying back turn. Jab back with your elbow, call your mother with the other elbow, and get off the ball fast. Breast turn is the one where we have so many variations. There's the traditional back to breast turn. Touch on your back, just move forward on your front, push off. cross over with your top hand, duck underneath, and flip over your shoulder. On your back, do a back flip on your head, push up underwater, do power pose. Brother calling mother and off. Starts.
Favorite.
Off the block, as I try to think about aerodynamics. You can really feel when you're not being aerodynamic underwater. Being relaxed, not too intense either, not too wound up on the block. Using your arms along with your legs, just going in up at the right angle, as far out as you can, kind of. You don't want to go in too flat, too steep.
Off the blocks is like any start off the blocks is just quick reaction time, really explosive. Try and get in the water at a nice angle so you can get the good depth of water. And then underwater kick as far and as fast as you can and come up swimming and not breathing.
Trying to be quick off my start and keeping everything all through one hole. And trying not to make it like a fancy start. A lot of people try and make their starts look really cool, but as simple as possible is what I like to.
Sometimes I think about girls.
Jumping as hard as you can. The grit that you got. Because you only get one shot. Favorite color is pink. I'm a Sagittarius.
I want to eat healthy, but I don't. I really like ice cream.
I like it. Tastes good.
I don't know.
No, not really.
I like it. Tastes good.
Still not a great sprinter though.
Barely swimming the length, I think.
Candy.
I like it. Tastes good.
That's it. It's super fast.
It'd be impossible to make a swim video in Lander without giving credit to Bruce Presley, the Bruce. Thank you, Bruce.